Hello and welcome to the new episode of Coffee with Zebra. And today we have a special guest, Lukasz from Omniaz. Hey, Lukasz, welcome to the Coffee with Zebra.
Hello, my name is Lukasz. I'm a CEO and founder of Singapore-based Omniaz, the AI shelf analysis tool for the in-store execution called Omni Shelf. We focus in a company on small format stores. By focusing on business case, we create 8 to 16% EBITDA uplift across 5 different store operations area. And we're working currently with the 7-Eleven in Asia Pacific and deployed already 4,000 stores in Philippines and proving an EBITDA impact.
Hey, Lukasz, let's get started with our conversation today. And I think first question that come from me is, what do you think as need of the different execution between convenience store and also the hypermarket?
Thanks, Cristanto, for asking this question. There are 2 key areas of the differentiation. First of all, what's available there on the market for the convenience stores or the small format stores versus the hypermarkets. And the second area, so what is specification of the small format store versus hypermarket? So let me answer the first one very briefly. The most important is that the small format stores are heavily underserved. Currently, when it comes into the shelf execution, currently there are 3 types of the solutions available on the market. There is the image recognition, which is utilized by the CPG brands, where you come to the field marketer comes to the store, snaps the photo, recognize 5, 10 products out of the entire 50 product shelf. This image recognition always goes through the cloud, or usually goes through the cloud. Then there is second area, which is the cameras. So you mount the cameras either on the ceiling or on the shelf. And the third area is the robots crawling around the aisles. So the only available solution for the for the store, small format stores, are the light solutions. Why? Because first of all, the robots will just not pass through the aisles. The cameras will require 20 to 40 installations, so very high capex cost. And the third area, the image recognition, will turn the store manager into the photographer, because they will require 200 to 400 even photos to be taken to analyze the full store. The second differentiator lays in the specification of the small format stores. First of all, odd layouts. All the stores are fitted into the neighborhoods, making it a very high volume of the planogram creation and what comes with it, execution. The second, the internet challenge. We're talking about the remote areas, but also in a city centers, because of the thick walls, you have a very limited internet transfers. The third area is the current investments which have been done already into the stores. There is a PDA devices which are laying there, and the solutions should be utilizing the existing infrastructure and not adding the extra capex. And the fourth area, is purely operational, for the store employee, if it doesn't work offline and it doesn't give me the result so that I can fix the shelf here and now, the report, which comes 15 minutes later or 1 hour because of the cloud computing, it just becomes useless as the shelf had already changed. Thank you.
Thanks, Lukasz, for the answer. And my second question to you is, how can retailers like convenience store have a better visibility and control over their on-shelf availability?
That's a good question, Crisanto. Currently, all the retailers rely on the store team and the manual checks. Some of them are sending the inspectors in order to analyze the OSA, the compliance of the planograms on the shelf, but that's extremely costly, as you can imagine, because you need quite a number of the auditors coming and verifying it very regularly. The third area is that CPGs brands are taking it in their hands. They go to the stores, they verify if their products are being displayed. So we see, depend on the clients, between once a week to once a month frequency of these visits. And some companies are installing the high capex camera systems. But the truth is that only light mobile solutions in convenience stores, in small format stores, can make any economical sense to answer the on-shelf availability challenge.
Okay, that's a great answer, Lukasz. And let me ask you the third question is, how can the increased usage of planogram help retailers to increase their profit?
Crisanto, planogram compliance is a recent topic for most of the retailers because the moment you grow the number of the stores, of course, you focus on this growth, but the same store sales, there is a limited amount of the activities which you can do. And one of them is, in order to improve the store profits, is the planogram compliance. So science behind planograms estimates that 10% compliance increase results in 1% uplift of the profitability. Profit is a volume times margins. Planograms ensures that volume is being moved via best locations on the shelf. Profit is being improved via shelf fees and other marketing fees. All this together with supply chain give us the perfect planograms. But are they executed? Running a chain with localized per store planograms is very pricey, hence many retailers do it on a template level, and each store runs their adaptations. Now, if they are not executed, they cannot increase this profitability.
Lucas, I want to ask another important question to you, which is regarding AI. Right. So, is it true that AI can reduce the time spent by store associates on shelf setup by as much as 4 times?
As Crisanto, as you know, we're working with our client, which is the 7-Eleven Philippines. We're utilizing the Zebra devices in order to leverage the existing infrastructure, and we've deployed it to the 4,000 stores. And what the data shows us is that we managed to reduce the section or gondola reset time from 75 minutes down to 15 minutes. How is that possible? Well, because of the analysis paralysis of the store employees, very often the compliance or the deployment of the planograms takes place to a certain level. Of course, then the distortions come inside. It becomes very challenging to understand even how this shelf should be maintained, how should it be changed. If you add to it the frequency of making it once a week or once a 2 weeks, then you all of a sudden have quite substantial amount of the time saving, which can result in 1 to 2 man-months saved and relocated to the clients. And we all know this situation where we walk into the small format store, to convenience store particularly, and we are fourth in a queue, and we see one cashier, and we see the second person taking care of the shelf. What comes to our mind? Well, just opposite, there is another store. There is less queue. I'm just going to walk there. So we repurpose this time of the employees to the customer satisfaction, customer service, and what comes with it, increase the sales of the store.
Hey, thanks, Lucas, for answering my questions on AI. So let's now, I think, follow up with regarding the data. So my question is, how can retailers monetize the data?
Well, primary question, Cristanto, is who is the beneficiary of more data in a store, apart, of course, from the retailer employees and all the different departments. We think that the key answer is the CPG brands, as they send today the field marketers to the stores to check on the OSA, contract compliance, promos, and as it's very costly, they usually do it once a week, once a month. They would benefit from the access to this data. So if only they would receive the assurance of weekly basis that of the data from the retailer, then retailer will provide 4 times value with some additional data enhancement. Everyone will benefit from this in more sales volume.
Hey, Lucas, if you don't mind, I want to ask you another question, which is about how important and for retailers to choose quality over just cost when it comes to choosing the right hardware to support your retail software.
Crisanto, that's very Zebra question. The right hardware in a store, first of all, has to be durable, right? And that was always the purpose of the let's say PDA devices, the tablets, the durability. Nevertheless, we have companies like us, which are coming and leveraging this infrastructure now, and we have certain requirements, certain capabilities which are needed inside this hardware. In fact, we made our solution to work on the 2018 devices of yours recently, and the Android 7. Nevertheless, when you start to add more apps with the computer vision, with the AI, it will appear that you need more robust specification of those devices, more robust cameras in order to run. So the purchase of this device today is the purchase, of course, for the next few years, with the thinking in mind that there will be more and more software coming to automate the store, and they will be leveraging those devices. So it's very important for anyone buying at the moment or planning to buy the devices to keep in mind that the software will have certain requirements moving forward. And of course, the second portion of it is the second portion of the purchase is that working with a reliable and established player like Zebra, most important, it gives the peace of mind for the buyer upon the hardware deployment.
Lukasz, thank you so much to being on the show with me together today, and look forward to see you soon. Cheers.
Almost finished my coffee already. Thank you.